Laura from Laura's Handcrafted Treats and Treasures. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Alright, I wasn't planning on this, but I thought, okay, in lieu of all of these use it up your paper videos I'm seeing, Amanda did one, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna use up some of my papers. Well, do you ever have an idea that leads to another idea yeah, okay, so this kind of went to another idea. Now I get these in the mail. My bank statements always come in these, and I save them because they have the nice big window there. In fact, they've asked me, like, do you want to go digital? I'm like, no, where would I get my envelopes from? Anyway, so I thought, all right, I grabbed out my steampunk from a journal that I did, a folio, actually my first big, actual folio from Amanda's steampunk kit. So I grabbed those out because I had gotten, of course, another one in the mail, and I thought, okay, I'm not going to just stuff it. As you can see, I stuff them and think, okay, I'm going to use them. And I got rid of a lot of them because I was just stuffing them. And then I thought, every time I get one of these, I'm not going to stuff it away. I am going to pull out scraps that I have from something, and I'm going to make I'm going to decorate them and make little pockets. So I've left the top, or it can be a side depending on how big your journal is, but this is about 6 inches, and I'm going to decorate them as I get them. I'm not going to stuff them in a folder and then I'm going to put them in my done pile. So I got out a bunch of them, and I thought if I have them ready to go, I'd be less likely to just set them aside and not do anything with them. And this is for any scrap on any project that I'm working. I'm just going to start doing these. They're very quick. So first of all, I'm going to actually go through and I'm going to cut each one of these and have them at the ready. I have more, and I may just go ahead and do them, but that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to cut them all down to 6 inches. Now for this, I use my guillotine. I use it for all my heavy papers and any cardstock, because it just doesn't wear on my blade as much. I try to save my, I have a Cricut trimmer, and I try to save that for all of my thinner papers that, aren't gonna wear my blade out. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and then we'll come back. Now these little parts, I'm not saving. I did save them for a long time, but that's how I got a hoard. That's how I got this big stash of stuff that I ended up having to throw away. So I am gonna go ahead and toss these. I'm not gonna keep them. So I'm just gonna finish these up, and then we'll come back and decorate one. Okay, I have all of these ready to go. I'm gonna set them in sight. I'm not gonna hide them so that I remember I want to do one of these until I get in the habit of grabbing one and doing them. After I get a project done, I'm going to leave them where I can see them. I don't know about anybody else. You can't have everything in your site, obviously. Things have to be, well, for me, things have to be put away. But I do things I know I need to finish or I want to work on, they have to be in front of me. So, in fact, I have this where I keep my, when I'm working on a project, I'll put my tags and stuff in here that I want to fill the page in. And you know what? I think I'll just keep one of them right here. It sits right in front of me, and I'll see it every time. Every time I'm like, okay, yep, remember you wanted to do that. So pretty simple, just take your scraps. Now I made these 6 inches tall because most books are about 7 or 8, so that's a good pocket. So when you glue it in, you can come from this side, or you can come from this side. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of take a look at my paper, and I do like to have something in the center here inside. So I think I'm going to do that first. I'm going to see what I have here. But yeah, these were extras I printed off. I don't really know why I printed that, but see, I have 2 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and put one in there. And I'm just gonna use my ruler to tear. I'm not gonna do anything fancy. Yeah, I'm just gonna use my ruler instead of getting my trimmer out. This will work just fine. Let's see, that's about, yeah, that should work out right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the inside, and then I'm going to try to center that, get that in the middle. Yeah, and then I'm going to go ahead and just glue that so that it's to the back of it. So basically, I'll just throw a little glue, and I may finish off the top of the inside as well after I get done, so that when you're actually putting a card down inside there, you're not going to see any of that either. But I want, do I have that upside down? I do have that upside down. Oh, criminy. It is upside down. Okay, I'm gonna wipe that glue off and then try that again and get it upside right. Yeah, there we go. Oh, come on. All right, let's try that again. Get that down and center. So a little glue on there so it's sticking. And you know what? That's just not down far enough for me. So I'm going to go ahead and rip that end off. Oh yeah, much better, because then you can see it through the window. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw some glue on there. It doesn't have to be a lot. Just enough to stop it from moving around for me. Let's see if I can get that over a little bit further to this side. There we go. Okay. Then it's basically a matter of taking your scraps, and I'm going to put that at the top. This can be at the bottom. I have a bunch of strips here, so I can put this here. And I think what I'm going to do first before I put that there is rip that off. And I'm going to rip that because I want to have just some jaggedy edges. I'm going to ink as well. And I'm going to do the same over here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ink that up. And let's see, so that's going to go here, that's going to go here. Let's find another one for this side. I guess it could be crooked, doesn't matter. Don't want that white in there. Let's do this. Actually, I kind of like the look of, ooh, that would be cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna get my tear ruler out for this one. So I'm just going to see if I can get a little bit of a jiggy, jaggedy edge there. And some of this was on cardstock, but that's fine. I'm using it up. instead of just having it hang around. I was always going to do a second kit. I say that about a lot of stuff. Okay, where's my other piece? I'm always going to do another kit, but then, oh, here it is. But then I get moved, I see, you know, colored lights, you know, the little neon lights, and I'm like, ooh, pretty lights. Let's go over there. And that's usually what I end up doing. And then, oh, and then this could be at the bottom. So yeah, let's do that. Just rip that. And then, since I want these two pieces to be prominent, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue, let me get these inked up. I'm going to glue the top and the bottom first. Let's do. And these are so super quick and easy to make, so why wouldn't I just spend a few minutes doing that? All right, so this one's going to go about here, and it doesn't matter that there's white on either side because it's going to be covered, but I just want to make sure I'm covering this white. And then I like to not go directly on this paper, but I like to go directly on this paper. I guess either way is fine, it doesn't matter. In fact, I might just put a small bead right here. In fact, I'll just do it on this way, and then put my paper down because it's gonna have some over top of it. I usually use the Scotch glue stick, but since this is cardstock, I think it's just not gonna hold as well, and I want a little bit of a better hold. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. Do that. Okay, now before I put my other pieces on, oh, I've been having trouble getting the pin back in my hard glitter glue. So before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Actually, I might fold that over. It gives it a nicer edge. Yeah, I think I might leave a little bit of that folded over. And then I'm going to cut some of that off because if I put paper down this way, I don't want this to be a stopper to that. So I'm just going to give it a little bit. Okay, and then just give that some pressure, get that glued down. Okay, there's the bottom, and then the top, I kind of want to fold the top inside a little bit, so I'm going to cut this side. Try not to cut the envelope open because that's not my goal. Let's see, and then okay, and then if I fold it in, I may have to cut up a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and cut across there, and then I'm just going to snip up a little bit on each side, and then I'll tuck that inside. There we go. It'll make it look much cleaner. See? Then it'll give it a nice clean. And I'll go ahead and glue that down as well. But I'm going to glue that when I get after I get the other one started. All right. So now I'm going to take this side. Now here's where I'm going to glue on here. And a lot of times, just so I don't waste a lot of glue or go over the edge, I'll just turn it over and I'll make myself a little pencil mark as to where this glue should go. It just seems to help me a little bit. And I will do the same thing on this side. Okay, let's see. Here we go. And I'm always making sure I'm getting this edge really good because this is going to be up to the window, so I don't want that to pull away from the window. I can always fix these sides, but it's easier to get that going really good. So then I'm going to go ahead and lay from this side. I'll just lay this right back down. Make sure I'm covering all my white, and I am probably a little too much. I got glue on there now and I don't want it to show. All right, do that, and then this side is gonna be about right there. So again, I'm just gonna make my marks of where I want that glue to go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and lay this, let's see, yep, right in that area. Flip it over. Do I have it right? Yeah, I do. Okay. And then while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and pull that out. And then I'm just going to tuck that back in there, just to give it a nice finish. Okay. There's that. And then snip and snip. So yeah, I sat down at my desk today and I thought, you know, I don't really feel like doing anything, but I feel like doing something. Do you ever have those days and you're like, what do I want to do today? Well, I had just had one of these envelopes sitting, you know, where I could see it, and I thought, you know, I'm gonna do some of that scrap busting things that everybody's doing, and I'm gonna use up these envelopes. So there we go. Now we have that. And then I do want to finish this off a little bit for when, you know, you're tucking in. And you can, at this point too, you can also put a little finger mark for your, whatever you're going to put in there. So just kind of line it up best you can. And then, yeah, so see, because I have that, now I want to cover that up. So I'm thinking about just using the same paper, and, you know, I'll have to trim it just a little bit. I'm going to use my trimmer for this one just to make it straight. And less is more. I'll just take a little less off, and yeah, that's great. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of Scotch glue, just because I have a little more time with it before it sticks down than the art glitter glue. But I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And then I'm going to kind of glue that down. And again, I'm going to fold this over, so that way when I'm putting something down inside, I still have another nice little level to work with there. Looks like I need to trim that one just a little bit more. You won't see it from the back side anyway. Yeah, so then I'll just use my Scotch for that. And there we go. I have a pocket, and then I can go ahead and use it for paper or a tag, and then there you go. So that's my idea. I hope it helps you with ideas on how to use up all of these little window mail that we get. And there you go. I have a pocket. It doesn't even have to go in a steampunk journal. It can go in anything. It's that cool. Oh, and then also I would go back and ink up all of these edges and just finish it off real nice. There we go. And like I said, once you lay it in a page, you would, you can glue it from the back side on these 3 sides, and then you could have like a full tuck, or you can just glue the, or 2 sides, then, or you could glue the 3, or you could glue these 3 and have a tuck from this side, and then you also have your little window pocket. So anyway, I hope you found that helpful and fun, and part of your scrap busting. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.